Well, folks, it seems that this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade had a few unexpected guests. And no, I'm not talking about that one relative who always sneaks in extra mashed potatoes. I'm talking about pro-Palestinian protesters who thought the parade needed a bit more spice this year. All right, here's the deal. It's Thanksgiving in New York, a time for turkey, floats, and giant balloons that look like they escaped from a theme park. But this year, just before the festivities began, about 24 protesters decided they'd join the parade for free. But it wasn't the type of float you'd expect. These protesters had a message: free Palestine. And they were really committed. I mean, they locked arms, not for the float of the year, not for VIP tickets, but for being arrested. Now, I don't know if they thought the parade was a protest-friendly zone, but you've got to admit, the timing was impeccable. They ran straight past barricades like they were running from an unpaid parking ticket, straight into West 55th Street. Boom, talk about making an entrance. And what did they do once they made their big move? Sat on the ground, locked arms, and chanted, "Free Palestine." Meanwhile, the rest of the crowd's like, "Hey, we're trying to watch Snoopy float, not your political drama." Of course, the crowd wasn't too thrilled. They booed, but don't worry. They quickly cheered when the NYPD came in like the real heroes, swooping in to remove the protesters faster than you can say, "Can we just get to the next float?" 5 minutes later, the parade was back on track, and the protesters, well, they were on their way to an all-inclusive vacation, in police custody. No word yet on the charges, but I bet it's probably something like trying to ruin my Thanksgiving meal. Now, in case you didn't know, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade isn't just an American tradition. It's been going on since 1927. Yup, they've been doing this before the internet, before TikTok dances, and before someone tried to ruin your favorite parade with political stunts. Imagine the first parade. No big balloons, no social media clout, just a couple of people in costumes and a lot of confused bystanders. Fast forward to today, and it's a huge event, until some folks show up to remind us they have a cause to fight for, right in the middle of our turkey dinner prep. Of course, let's not forget the bigger picture: international calls for a ceasefire in Gaza, and thousands of lives lost. So, while we roast our turkeys, let's also think about the bigger issues. But maybe next year, we can all agree on one thing. Don't block the parade route unless you're at least bringing in a float or a marching band. All right, folks, that's it for today's news with a side of humor and a sprinkle of roasting. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to 24 Trending News, because you never know what kind of parade interruption we'll be covering next. Until next time, don't block your Thanksgiving dinner with drama.